Hi people, welcome back to the channel. Tying something a little bit different today. We're going to tie a Clan Chief Dabbler wet fly. Quite a bit to this, so let's get fired in. So starting off with the size 10 Furrel barbless hook, and we've got some red Uni 80. So I'm just going to catch on at this point, run this down shank of the hook, roughly where a barb would be, and come in and cut that away. Up first, going to take about 5 or 6 inches of orange Glo Brite, number 5, and just fold this over on itself a couple of times. Get into a nice little stack that you're happy with, and then sit it on the top. Not looking for a massive tail on this. Catch it in with 2 turns. As always, get wax on your thread, folks. It just makes the job easier. Same again with some Glo Brite number 11, which is a sort of sulphury colour. Again, fold it over a good few times and stack that on top of your orange, and then come up and catch all of this in. Right, cool, good stuff. And then I'm going to come in, and about the length of the body, I'm going to cut this at a taper. Okay, happy with that. And then I'm just going to tidy up, come forward, catch all of this in. Okay, cool. What I'm going to do next is I'm actually going to trim the tail. Want a nice little tail on this. I'm quite happy with that. You might not be able to see the colours stacking, but they have certainly stacked from where I'm sitting. So you've got the sulphur on top of the orange. Okay, on the way back down, I'm going to catch in a gold UTC wire. And just run it to the start of the tail, that's fine. And then at this point, just tidy up anything that you want to tidy up, balance the body out a little bit if there's anything that doesn't look quite balanced. And then come back to the start of the tail. Okay, at this point we're going to bring in some Australian Possum, is what we're going to be working with for the main body dubbing. Really interesting looking fibre, so I'm going to give this a go. So always doesn't need to be too exact at that starting point. You can come on with a couple of wraps, tighten it up, just get a consistency that you're happy with. Make sure you leave plenty of room at the front end of this fly, because there's a lot of business going on. I'll just put a tiny wee bit more on at this stage. Apologies for any sound effects you're getting. Some people think it's acceptable to be shouting in the street. Okay, Cool, good stuff. I'm relatively happy with that at this point. And up next we've got a black genetic cock hackle, which I'm just going to catch in at this point if I can get a hold of it. I'm not making a mockery of catching a cock hackle, which I currently am. Okay folks, grab your hackle pliers and we'll go for one turn at the top, just stroking the fibre back, and then a couple of turns down the body. And at this point you want to bring your wire round, catching that hackle, and take your hackle plier away, and then come up, ribbon the body in between each of those turns and catch it at the front. Stroke everything back that needs to come back. And you can bend and break this away. Okay. And then come in, sharp pair of scissors, trim away that hackle. And if you want, like I've done, left the dubbing quite heavy. So just come in relatively gently and you can pull out some of that dubbing. That's why this possum's quite good with the guard hair and stuff. It will give you quite a nice sort of buggy feel. Okay, good stuff. Quite happy with that, how that's sitting. A little bit more wax on the thread, and up next we are going to catch in, this is a whiting badger brown hen cape. So I'm catching this in tip first, good side of the feather towards myself. Folding back that catch point, then bring it up to where you finished with your black cock hackle. Now you've got options here folks, so you can use hackle pliers or use this as a handle, which I'm going to do. Okay, you don't need tons of this, totally up to you depending on the fibre. Just stroke back. Nice turns just in front of each other. So I'll go for one more turn. That'll do. And then as always, find yourself a gap. Don't do that, don't pull it out of the way. Okay, just stroke this back. Then you can come in and chop away that waste piece. As always, be mindful of your thread. A little bit more wax on the thread at this point, and then tidy this up. Stroke it all back. Okay, quite happy with that. That's looking pretty good. Okay, up next we're going to add the bronze mallard. So I've already got some of this off, trying to go with the darker stuff. Pick your length, peel it off the feather, roll it together, and then see where you want this to sit. I'm going to probably go about there, so just almost off the back of the tail with this first piece. So come round a couple of turns, 2, 3. Make sure you're happy with that sitting. You put the nail across it, just flatten it out a little bit. Obviously this will spread out once you start fishing the fly. I'm going to come up, lift all of this up, chop it away. Chop away any wee residual bits. Bit more wax on the thread, and tidy up those cut ends. Okay, quite happy with that. Similar idea on the bottom, slightly smaller pinch, and you can pick your length. I'm probably going to go just to where the barb of the hook would roughly be. Come up and round with a pinching loop or 2, and then position. So that's looking alright. As I said, not going too heavy on the bottom. Then I'm just going to tidy back the way first, and then come in and chop away this excess. Okay, a little bit more wax on the thread, and just tidy, come forward. Okay, relatively happy with that. The last thing I'm going to add on, folks, other than a bit of wax on the thread, is some jungle cock eyes. So start on your side. Just come round with a couple of turns and position to a point that you're happy with them. Couple of turns, start to secure, and then depending, you can bend these back and tie them in, or just cut them away. I'm just going to cut these away just now. Okay, now just build up your head. I'm going to come right to the front. Bit of wax on the thread. The head on these flies can be fairly substantial, so don't worry too much about it. You've got a lot going on, and it adds to the fly. Then when you're happy, come in and whip finish. Bit of super glue, bit of varnish, and you'll be good to go. There you have it, folks. Clan Chief Dabbler. Hope you enjoyed that. Good fun to tie, really good looking fly from my perspective. Give it a go, hopefully it'll get you a few fish. The browns usually quite like to hit these. As always, drop a comment, like, subscribe, let me know how you got on. Until next time, cheers.